Good morning, you lovely lot. It is Friday morning. It's about 9 o'clock. And I am driving off to meet my sister Jacky for another section of our Thames hike. It's a little bit drizzly. I don't know if it's going to rain. We're only doing 5 miles. Then we'll find a nice coffee shop to sit in and have tea and possibly cake. And I need to try and find some sandpaper while I'm at it. There is a little town at the end of our walk. We're going to end in Wallingford, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. But yes, Dorchester on Thames to Wallingford. There's a Jacky. She has had a hell of a morning. She was stuck in traffic coming out of the town she lives in. Apparently the traffic lights are all playing up. And then she was stuck behind something big, farmy thing doing 30 miles an hour in country lanes. So, yes. And I'm also feeling like maybe we should start the morning with a cup of tea. And where we're going to park my van to start the walk, there is actually a cafe, which we stopped at the end of the last Thames walk hike. So it's entirely possible that we will start the morning with a cup of tea. We're only doing 5 miles. It's not going to take us very long. And as long as I'm back to pick Kenzie up after school, that's all that matters. We've started our walk in Dorchester on Thames. We've just found these really beautiful little cottages and little thatched ones. Very pretty. Squirrel on the roof up there, staying incredibly still, like he's some sort of statue, but it is in fact a real squirrel. We've just come across this little bit by the allotment, and there's like a little honesty shop here. And all manner of gourds. I might have to get some of these for Aussie and put them in my bag. 50p each. That's pretty good, isn't it? And what we got here? Jams, chutneys, tomatoes,
parsley,
basil, is it as well?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right, basil.
Yeah. Right, I think we need to put some gourds in my bag. Hi, 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 hi. Jacky's here. We've left the village and we are back on the Thames, which is indicated by the big sign and the big body of water. Join us, won't you? We just found this very nice bridge. And the Thames is quite wide here.
This will be the Tame.
Oh, is this where the Tame comes?
This is the Tame.
Oh, okay. So this goes all the way to Tame. And this is the
Goes beyond.
river. It does. This is the river bit that heads off around my area, where we are. We have done about 2.5 miles and we've come to a place called Shillingford, which I would like to have shown you more of the beautiful buildings in Shillingford, but it's on a main road and it's so noisy and there's just lorries and all sorts going through. So we're not. We are hoping, that pub was shut, but we are hoping that the Shillingford Bridge Hotel will be open and that we can actually get a drink or something nice. We'll see. If not, then we've got to go all the way up to Benson, which is about another mile away, I think. We have just reached the river again after a slight detour through the village. And this beautiful old building. Very clearly do not want walkers going through. I think that makes it very clear. To be honest, I hadn't seen this path, so I can imagine several people make a mistake. Go the wrong way. The signs are probably required. Ooh, I like places like this that have got like big walls. This is like in the labyrinth when the walls would have a little wormy on there. Hello. That would be really cool. Come and have a cup of tea. Put your feet up. We have stopped at the Shillingford Bridge Hotel on the River Thames, and we're having tea and Pepsi Max or Pepsi, or other drinks are available, and OT Flapjack. And it is, what time is it, Jacky?
It is 36 minutes past 11.
11's is then.
It is 11.
It is. Excellent. And we are about halfway, maybe a bit more. Wallingford can't be far from here.
Yeah, that's true.
We must be about 3 miles of the 5 mile walk.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm definitely hungry for this. I had a little bit of gluten-free soup.
We're up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go other side of the river, cross over this way, and then go down to Wallingford. There we go.
So that there is where we went for our cup of tea.
That there was.
That there was. There was. I'm starting to sound proper foreigner now, aren't I? Argy Bargy. I like the name of that barge. That's clever. Argy Bargy. A little bit of Argy Bargy. This is obviously the River Thames because we're on the River Thames walk. But this is heading towards Wallingford now, and it is called Shillingford Bridge. This is the underside of the bridge. Some proper ironwork there holding it all together. I like seeing the sort of industrial part of things. And I guess this is overflow for flooding way along there. And then we're down on the river level again.
Now I've done 10,000.
Jacky's caught up with me. I can't imagine I'm that much more energetic than you in the morning. I don't do a lot.
I obviously do a lot less than you.
You obviously do about 2,000 steps less than me. We've now reached Benson. Well, we've reached Benson. The Riverside Cafe or something is just up here. Several vlogs ago, I took Harry and Ozzy in the summer holidays for a walk along further down the river, and we ended up with them playing in the river and little embankment bits on that side of the river, which I think we will have to cross over onto because I'm pretty certain we followed a bit of the Thames Path. So I'm familiar. We crossed at the weir, yes. So I'm familiar with this particular bit of the journey, and I know where we're going on this little bit. Waterfront Cafe, that's it. Never been there, but everyone tells me it's really, really good. So if you're in the area, worth popping in. We've now made it to the Benson Lock, which eagle-eyed regular viewers will have recognised from a video earlier on in the summer when the kids and I came for a walk and a bit of a play. We took this path down to some little beachy segments, and the kids had a little swim and a paddle and a play. And we have now made it to the car park in Wallingford, which is where I started the video. Well, not completely started the video, but where I was waiting for Jacky when she was having trouble with traffic.
Yes.
Sounds like a good name for a kid's book, Trouble with Traffic. This is a good spot. I don't know how good it is these days. It doesn't look as good as it used to be. So that was a splash park and then an outdoor pool. And the good thing was I could bring all my kids to it. I could sit and have a picnic on the embankment up against those railings, and the kids could play in the splash parky bit, and then my boys, the older ones, would go into the pool, and they weren't allowed food in there, and if they came out they couldn't go back in again. So I used to get them to sit their side of the fence panels, and I used to feed them sausage rolls and things like caged animals through the bars so they could eat on that side of the railings. But nobody really knew it was happening, and then they could go back and swim again. It's very naughty of me. And then we could spend the whole day here. Oh, another Chinook. So we're very close to RAF Benson. Missing quite a few Chinooks. And this is why I can't park here anymore, which means I can't bring the kids to the splash park, because they used to be able to park just up there on that road. So if you couldn't fit your car under the barrier because of the height thing, you could go up that road. And unfortunately now they've put double yellow lines all over it, so I can't even park up there now. Jacky and I have finished our walk. I've got this annoying fly flying around inside my van. I've picked up some fruit from Asda, filled up the van. The rain has started now, so it's a good job we finished the walk when we did. I'm going to pick Kenzie up from school, but I've decided I would like to get a hot chocolate. I'm not sure what they've got, but I'm going to have a look and get a hot chocolate for him and a hot chocolate for me. And then I'm going to go and have a bath. I could do with hoovering first. Maybe I'll hoover first while the bath's running upstairs. But yes, this is nice. This is cheese, apple, and grapes. Trying to make sure I snack more on fruit than junk. Says me who's about to get a hot chocolate. Oops. The weather has turned. It is pretty horrid and wet and disgusting out there. There's hardly any parking up by the school, so I've managed to find a spot. But yeah, I think it's going to be problematic. School is kicking out now, so Kenzie should hopefully be here very soon. I've messaged him and told him where I am. And then, well, I've got my hot chocolate and I've got him a hot chocolate. And I'm hopefully thinking that that will have buttered him up nicely so that he will do the hoovering for me when he gets home, because I want to go and get an Epsom salt bath. We'll have to see how that goes, won't we? Someone's just parked opposite me, not overly helpful because that blocks the amount of space people can use to get between the cars. Oh well, Kenzie should be here shortly, I hope. It's about 6:15 and I've had a lovely bath. We've fed the cat. Kenzie's hoovered upstairs for me. He's just making a cup of tea. Leah's now home. And I am cooking. I shall show you what I'm cooking. But it's sort of a Moroccan type spiced lamb thing with some rice. It's going to have harissa in it. Whoa! So the rice is boiling over as we speak. Boiling up the rice, and that needs to be turned down because it's starting to break. Oh, Kenzie, can I have some more green beans? Actually, I'll throw some in here as well. Kenzie's going to have chicken en croûte and green beans for dinner. I'm going to do
yeah, the face is looking all mystical.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is it looking mystical? Oh, because of the steam. Thank you. So yes, I'll add some of those to it as well. Kenzie's having these. We're doing it in the air fryer, but for some reason the air fryer doesn't seem to have turned on, so I need to double check that. What do you think? Tasty? Like it? I am going to put some minty yoghurt on mine. So I always like a bit of minty yoghurt with anything that's a bit sort of Moroccan-y. Yum. Yeah, I love anything that's a bit Moroccan. I really like lamb dishes as well. The air fryer seems to be doing those really nicely, and the halogen light on it. Quite impressed, they're not burning like they would in the oven.